That is that.
Your mum would love that.
That's really tacky.
So some staff members just came up to the queue and was like, you have to all leave, it's not going to open. Morning everyone! We are about to head to Thorpe Park for an epic day. We can't wait to get back on Hyperia. Yay! And we can't wait to show you all of the new updates for 2025. So let's go! Yay!
We finally made it into the park entrance. Just a top tip for you, do arrive early because the security queues here to get into Thorpe Park can be crazy. It's very much like cattle pen queuing and everything, and even though it's a Monday, it was extremely busy.
It was so busy and there was a lot, like, the lines just took a long time, so just remember to be security ready. So if you've got a bag, they're going to want to look in your bag. If you've got things like phones in your pockets, car keys, that kind of stuff, make sure you put it in a tray, and it'll just speed up the process for everybody. But we're finally in the park. Hyperia looks like it's not open, which is hugely disappointing. I really hope it opens later today, but otherwise everything else is open. Queues are around 15 minutes for most attractions, with some attractions more like 30. So obviously we'll see how the day levels out. Things like Swarm always are really busy at the start of the day because it's so close to the park entrance, but typically as the day goes on the crowds tend to disperse a little bit more. So,
and I think when Hyperia opens, if it does open, obviously the other queues will start to drop. So let's go and do some rides, eh?
Yay! So the last time we were in this area was at Fright Night.
I know.
And we were through the pumpkin cornfield and everything. So obviously it's looking quite different today.
That was so good, wasn't it? It was the Emporium that was literally just here.
Yeah.
And now it looks like they've got some new,
and the skiers, and we walked through the back, didn't we?
Yeah, this is it. And what a view, eh? Right in front.
Yeah. Oh, I love a go rush. We'll be getting on that today for sure.
The loop and the drop to go for the repaint and everything. Front of Hyperia, as you can see, the land is currently closed and everything, so we're hoping that it will open soon, aren't we, Rob?
We are.
It's so good to see it here. They've also landscaped, like just by the benches and everything, so if and when it reopens, we're going to take you past and take you in the normal queue today, because we want to go on it together, because we always go on it on single riders, but today we want to ride it together. And yeah, they've landscaped all the areas and everything, so we'll take you around once we can.
Pretty bad though, it's like day 3 of the season and it's not open. I think that's pretty poor, to be honest. Like, it's a brand new ride. It had loads of problems last year, and on Saturday it was stuck on the lift hill a little bit, so yeah, not great. And I do feel a bit sorry for Thorpe Park, like they bought it from Mac Rides and it feels like they've been missold a little bit. We're off to Europa Park in a month where everything is a Mac ride, so I hope we get better operations from
Yeah, I bet their Mac rides work.
Yeah, funny that.
Funny that one. But yeah, I think they've had a lot of problems with the lift hill and everything, so yeah, we'll keep an eye out, that's for sure. But for the time being and everything, let's go on Samurai and Saw. Look at that lift hill there, it's so cool. It's so high, like it towers over everything.
like a concrete jungle style last year. But we just had an amazing ride on Samurai. While we were on Samurai and while we were queuing, they did send Hyperia around with water dummies, and the water was like gushing out over all the inversions and everything, which was pretty cool to see. But it hasn't gone around again since. But we are sort of hanging out here because we do really want to get on Hyperia, so we're hoping that maybe something will happen. But we won't stay in this area for too long because obviously we want to get on other rides if it's not going to open. But yeah, it's definitely looking a lot smarter around here now, a lot more finished, a lot more premium as well. So I think they've done a really good job of it. All they need to do now is get the actual ride open. But really good ride on Samurai again. We've been obviously in Chessington, we've been in Legoland. We have been to Disney as well, but obviously the rides are a little bit tame with it. So that felt quite intense actually after not being on anything so thrilling for so many months. But yeah, I'm definitely keen to get back on Detonator, Stealth, and the Swarm today as well.
And can we just say how nice it is weather-wise as well? Like, look at Rob, he's in a t-shirt, he's braver than I am. I'm still rocking the jumper, and I probably would still rock a jumper in July. But yeah, it's so nice. So hopefully Rob will go on tidal wave for you if Hyperia doesn't open.
Well, interestingly, the tyres are just running out of... Oh, there she goes. Silver water dummies.
I was hoping they'd take them out. I mean, I don't know much about water dummies, but in my opinion, if they got water dummies, then it doesn't look like it's going to open anytime soon.
No, but there's 15 seconds of air time on this ride, and it does reach over 3,500 feet of track length. So it would be very, very nice to get on it. We'll give you another advantage of it going round from here today. Just that lift hill is such an amazing climb. The views are insane, and it just dwarfs rides like the Soar.
So they've actually got a water feature, haven't they, at the bottom that wasn't switched on for most of the season last year. But it's so funny that with these water dummies, it literally looks like the effect's going to be on. Here she goes.
Look at all that water that's going to gush out when it burns.
If it does open, I don't want that seat. So it is honestly so mesmerising just to watch it though.
It's incredible. There's definitely a lot less water coming out of it.
Yeah. The off-ride footage just doesn't do it justice. Like, it is so epic. But yeah, I really hope that it does open. But it blessed Thorpe Park. They have had so many problems, haven't they, with this ride? So as we mentioned earlier, I think, you know, it's made by Mack Rides and everything, and it just appears to keep getting stuck on this lift hill. But since we've come in the park, it's probably tested about 4 or 5 times now, so we're keeping our fingers crossed anyway.
It does appear as well that there's only one train on there today, because normally you're waiting on the brake run while they load the train in the station. But this is the first time that I've seen the train pause on the brake run, so maybe they've added a second train, I don't know. But it would appear that it's waiting there, so maybe there's another one in the station that they're going to dispatch now, which would be a good sign, but let's see.
So, just FYI guys, the sign was showing closed, it's now showing delayed, so let's go way over.
Oh, okay, it's happening. We're back. So I have come into the Hyperia gift shop here just to show you around. So we've got the wings that they had last season. They've also got these really cool side bags with so you get the bag itself, and then you can buy the strap in the deal. So it's £18 for the bag and the strap, and you can choose which strap you want. So they've got like Hyperia ones with wings, they've got like pink ones, a bit of choice there for you. In terms of merchandise, they've got this really cool black t-shirt which I really like. It's got the train on the bottom, nothing on the back, and they're £30 each. And they also have a hoodie in a similar pattern with the Find Your Fearless tagline on the side there, and then on the hood you've got the wings. That's £60 at the moment as well. And then these are more standard, these are like typical, but this one has got like the glittery, like high sheen sort of print on. I'm not sure how that washes, but it does look pretty cool. Then in terms of merch itself, there's the coasters, which are new for this year, and the glasses, they're £6 each. They've got the logo statue. Then there's this nice range which is quite nice. The material feels really soft actually on these, and again it's £60, and they've got the gold wing effect
This t-shirt is very similar to the t-shirt I'm wearing today actually, but it's just a Hyperia version. Really nice cotton material as well. It feels a bit more premium. This range I'm not so keen on, to be honest. It's a bit more basic, like the print and everything. But again, it's just personal taste. And that hoodie's only £55, so it is actually £5 cheaper than some of the other ones. I really like this yellow t-shirt. I think it's quite cool because it's a bit more subdued. You've got that on the back, but obviously on the front it's just on the breast that you've got the Hyperia sort of outline of the skyline of the ride. And they've got some pins, which I've seen a few people with on their bags today, lanyards, that kind of stuff. So a really good mix of merch this year.
Yeah, so as you can see, like the queue times are really, really long today. So 25 minutes for Detonator, 25 minutes for Samurai, Walking Dead 25 minutes, Colossus 30 minutes, Rush 30. busy day.
And then Stealth is 45 and Saw is 50, and Hyperia is still not open.
So we've waited for half an hour. And
It's literally not moved at all. We have just been standing by the side because, you know, we have optimism every now and then. I am quite negative normally, but I thought maybe. But as you can see, they've still got the dummies within the station on the train, so that's not a good sign. All of the staff are saying it's going to be down for an extended period of time. So yeah, I don't think it's going to open anytime soon, sadly. So we're going to walk around, we'll show you how the park's looking. We're going to go and do Detonator because apparently it's a 15-minute wait, and I do love my Detonator. And hopefully, you never know, it might open. We've seen some other vlogs and everything where they came on opening day and it opened in the afternoon. So we'll keep hovering, but doesn't look too good. You know, it's a busy blinking day when you have 40 minutes for Nemesis Inferno. It's queuing right out.
it is the second best ride in the park after Hyperia.
So it'll be our best ride today because it's closed.
Still loving all of this 4th of July theme into Detonator. It really works. All the music is on, all the paint is still looking nice and fresh since the refurb last season. And there's the short 15-minute wait. It sometimes feels like that's the only ride we ever get to go on because everything else is so bloody busy.
It is a really busy day here today, and unfortunately with Hyperia still being closed, they've also had some really bad downtime on Colossus and Nemesis Inferno. Storm Surge is closed, The Walking Dead went down at some stage today, so it's not the best day in terms of operations, which is making it feel even busier. But we're trying to take you on as much as we possibly can.
So Nemesis Inferno was closed while we were on Detonator, and now it's reopened and the queue's gone back to 35 minutes. The ride has just reopened with a 5-minute queue. Haven't been on this one for a little while.
So yeah, this used to be X No Way Out, formerly X and all of that. Dark ride inside and everything, nothing crazy, and it is a family coaster, but it's really, really fun nonetheless. The theme is really good. And obviously, yeah, it has that Walking Dead theme. So let's go inside. They do love their cattle pen queues here, that's for sure. But I'm so happy that it literally has just changed to a 5-minute queue because otherwise it would have been quite a wait. And there is Storm Surge. And Storm Surge actually came from, I think it was Cypress Gardens in Florida. So that's still here, but I don't think it's open at the moment, sadly. But Rob, are you excited for Walking Dead?
I love it, I can't wait.
Look, he's got your Saw the Ride t-shirt on today.
So we've just come off of The Walking Dead, and it was literally a 5-minute walk on for us, which is great. Do you know what? I do actually quite like that ride. It's simple and it is basic in a lot of ways. No, it's definitely not like one of those rides that I always go on.
No.
But I think they've really made the best of what they could with the space and the IP that they've got.
Yeah.
Like obviously the effects in some of it, like some of the little dummy things, are a bit basic. But the effects with the guys behind the cages, when it like staggers to start up the hill and it goes, that's really good.
No Way Out used to be a weird ride, and it used to always do that. Stop, start, stop, start. And you kind of, what's going on here?
Right?
Yeah, but at least with this, it has a theme to it and more of a storyline that it explains why you stop and start, rather than, you know, just going up and down for the sake of it. So yeah, really, really good. You know, the lights and everything flash on and off and everything, the music, the little breeze shows, so definitely worth a visit. I probably wouldn't queue any more than half an hour for it, but if you can, you know, do it with under 30 minutes, definitely do.
It's definitely worth it. Just remember you have to drop your bags before you go on.
Yeah.
They do have live actors in this sometimes. We didn't have any today, but that suited me. That's fine. I'm waiting for my RIP tour and Horror Nights. Let's go find another ride.
Yay.
We're now going to have a little look in the Megastore and see if there's any new merch for 2025.
Yeah, they got the new logo, haven't they, and everything on this from last year and
I
stuff.
really like the colours of those. I think that the colour palette's really nice.
See you in that, wearing that, you know, gym active
I prefer that one. Anyway, what have they got? Nice volcano mug.
Your tea could be erupting out of that, couldn't
I
it?
know, £16. My bank could be erupting out of it.
God, yeah. None of this merch is that cheap, which I think.
And you've got your saw one playing me. I think that's like, again, it's quite cool, and obviously it's got a saw on the side.
Yeah.
But again, that's £18 for that mug.
What's this?
Lovely. I got it. And that's quite cool again. Shame it hasn't got the actual like first drop, because
Oh yeah,
the big
it's
drop.
quite sharp actually.
Yeah.
Your fingers so flat.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I like it though.
It's cool. I mean, they've got these now, which are a bit more simple, with just the logo on the cord. Yeah, £55.
Apparently new. Stealth mug £12.
So this is the new mug for Stealth. So all the mugs seem to be new. But, you know, we'll have to start collecting the mugs and do a little shelf with them all on, won't we?
I know, is that you could make a museum?
I think that's lovely. That'd be really nice for like a horror night.
As I take the merch with me.
Maybe not horror nights, it'd be too warm.
Oh,
But
Christ, you're
Fright nights.
overheat
For
there.
Fright nights, it's all right.
Yeah.
And obviously, we've already showed you all the Hyperia merch from the Hyperia store. That's the t-shirt that I'm wearing today, £30. And I'm glad I bought it. It's a nice t-shirt. I like it on me.
Yeah.
If you want to have a look,
Compare.
I am the model.
Up, down,
There's
just taken to London
£30.
Fashion Week.
oh, get in. It's also a nice swarm if you want to look like you're part of the crew.
Yeah.
They've got stuff like that. I mean, they've got these, which I don't actually know. Oh, they're like hard metal signs.
Doesn't that look like Transformers?
No, but it's like a metal sign that you put up. So there's Stealth.
Okay, yeah. If it was like an LED
I'm
one,
not
that'd be
sure about
better.
the bag though. I feel like
I think that's alright.
no, it's not my style. But they've got, you know,
I've shown them earlier, Ben, that in Hyperia they've got the over the like shoulder.
Oh, nice, like the Universal one.
Yeah, but you have Hyperia and then you pick your strap. There's like 4 different straps you can choose from.
but that's the saw one.
That's your prices there for you guys.
That looks a bit cheap, that one, to be honest.
Yeah, not a huge fan of that. Oh, and look, it's the ride we just went on, Rob. The Walking Dead. I mean, is there anything on the back of that one?
No, that's very like. Does that not give you like Top Shop T-shirts in like 2010 where you'd have like New York on the front?
Yes, exactly.
Or, like, LA.
You could see like Nicola Roberts doing it. And that's £25. Oh, look at that. I mean,
that.
what is that?
Your mum would love that.
That's really tacky. I'm sorry, but
That's really
That's
yeah,
cool.
that's crap. That's a little
I mean, I see what they're going with it.
There's
but
the
come on.
big Thorpe Park snow globe.
Yeah, that's a bit better. Can we take a moment? What the hell is
It's
that?
awful. How much do they want for that? I need to find the price.
We need to see the price of
There's no
this.
price.
No,
They've not
no
put the price on
surprise.
because they know it's expensive.
They're probably thinking, what the hell? We're not going to ship many of those. You got your key rings. magnets. We don't have a fridge, so we can't do that.
We've got a fridge. We don't have a fridge. It's behind the cabinets.
And then all of your little stuffed toys, cuddly teddy bears and everything, all in their little outfits, which is cute.
This year as well, another new thing that they've got is these drinks coasters.
Yeah, they seem much more tasteful. Would you rather one of the coaster, or would you like the tidal wave thing with God knows what?
So you've got Colossus.
Nice.
You've got Nemesis Inferno.
Oh, we're getting them all here.
You've got Stella.
Oh,
You've got
what's the next one?
Swarm. And you've got Hyperia. So I think there's £6. Yeah,
Rob, put that one back because it's closed.
Yeah, closed all day. And then there's the little glasses. These remind me of the glasses that you used to get in McDonald's for like Happy Meals, and they were like Coca-Cola and different. Remember?
Yeah, I don't do them anymore.
No. So yeah, they've got the same ones. So you can get well, that's Thorpe, so that doesn't count. Let me show you Colossus. You can get the Colossus cup for £6, and the coaster for £6, £12.
You can mix and match.
So
That's amazing, Rob.
I couldn't cope if someone gave me a Colossus cup with a Nemesis Inferno coaster. I wouldn't be able to drink out of the cup.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that, would you?
No.
Right, what else have they got round here? Look, I'm sorry, but that is like a copy of E.T. right there, don't you think? It's an E.T. copy.
Yeah, that is really GT. My sister would like that.
Oh yeah, we need to get that for your sister.
Shoes.
Oh, I know, look, it's like Wicked Part 2.
Yeah, clipping his little slippers.
The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, so they've got quite a bit in this shop. So yeah, it's the Thorpe Mega Store.
Oh my god, the smell of this is so good right now. So, I mean, it's quite pricey.
And we've just been to Boston as well, like literally just came back from Boston where Cape Cod is. And this is really, really good.
I think it's quite good. Like pie and chips, £12.50. 16 quid, and you can have fish, sausage, or scampi or pie with curry sauce or mushed peas or gravy, and a drink with chips. And those chips smell delicious.
And I think the workers are like hoping that we're going to order this right now because they're looking at us like, please come and buy something.
So we've got harbour desserts here now. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is a bit of Rob.
Oh wow.
So donut bread and butter pudding, £6.50. Now
I want the croissant one.
And you're bound to get a discount with your Merlin pass.
Oh, I want that. So I actually had the cinnamon apple fries from here at Friday night, and it was really good. So I'm quite tempted. I mean, to be honest, I could have sausage and chips and then croissant bread and butter pudding. I mean, I'd be the size of a house, but I'd be very, very satisfied from an eating point of view.
Well, we're still toying, aren't we? With what we want.
Yeah, we're still trying to decide what we're going to have.
And then we can still get dessert.
What does Ben want?
I don't actually know. What do I fancy? I could have a Burger King, I could have a sausage.
What about a waffle on a stick?
Waffle on a stick. Yeah, I mean, we're still undecided, aren't we?
We are.
We'll let you know.
So Ben is just in Burger King waiting for our order, and Hyperia's going around again. So hopefully it's going to open and we'll finally get to go on it. So Ben's come with the food now.
So we went for Burger King. Of course we did. I just thought this one came with like drinks and everything. You know, the other options you have to buy everything separately and stuff. So we'll have it next time. We're going to come with Rob's sister and everything. My brother and his wife wants to come and everything. It's so weird saying wife, isn't it? But yeah, so we'll get it next time.
So we've been waiting here for about 10 minutes after we've had our food, and it's gone around a couple of times. At one point it was going constantly in quick succession, but you can see the train's still in the station, just the one train on the tracks at the moment, and all these people waiting in front of us for it to open. Any indication of when it's going to open, Ben?
No. Just still waiting.
Crystal ball. So some staff members just came up to the queue and was like, you have to all leave, it's not going to open for a few hours. But yeah, I don't know what to do. I feel like we've come to the park today because we want to get back on Hyperia. Like, we were missing it all through winter and everything. And everything is kind of crowded. We've been on everything we want to go on. So now we're just debating whether it's worth waiting out for a bit longer or...
We do not recommend waiting outside on the ride. Once again, please be aware that you do
Well, that's different to what they told us, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
They might as well have played Jojo Leave, Get Out to us.
Literally.
So we said we'd wait until 2 o'clock, and if there was no movement, we'd leave. And 1 minute to 2, back out the station, it comes with the water dummies. It's like trying to tease us. But here we go again. At this point, we just want this now, don't we? We're not really.
Yeah, I think otherwise just close the whole area off and just say it's not opening all day. I mean, as we said, it's 2 o'clock now, so only 3 hours to go. So at what point do they make the decision and go, actually, there's no point in opening it, because then the queue's going to be out the door?
We don't want that to happen.
No.
So yeah, no water coming out of there at all now, so they must have emptied all the water already, so maybe that's a good sign. We're in the right place. Then suddenly there is something happening. The second train is now coming out of the station, well, out of the hangar and going into the station. Is this a sign that they're getting it ready? Oh my days. Little update for you, the ride's still not open. The queue goes all the way down now to the back of Burger King where it was earlier. All these people waiting. They've tested two trains continuously now, so one after another a train goes around, but still we're not on, and it's heartbreaking. I just want to get back up there so badly, but we've been doing what they're telling us not to do, and we've stuck out a place in the queue. So fingers crossed. So after going around about 50 million times, they've taken about 6 or 7 water dummies out of the ride vehicle. Is this a sign, or is this just us being overly optimistic and wasting our day in the Hyperia queue? Time will tell. Finally, we've got a train going around with no dummies in. There's one more with about 4 dummies just going into the station. Is this a sign that Hyperia is finally going to open? I feel like we might, if there was a 7-hour queue advertised, you'd never go on it. But we've basically waited 7 hours for this. Please, open. Now, we've got another train with no water dummies. So that's both trains now with no water dummies. It's happening. Just waiting for the queue to open. Do you think you're going to get on it today?
I'm blinking hope so after all of this. Jesus Christ.
Not the only people waiting. The queue goes all the way down. I was just in the queue getting better drink.
So do you like drink?
Now the music's on. The ride's going on again. It's now 15:55. We first got here at 2 o'clock, so nearly 2 hours later, and we're still not on the ride. On Hyperia.
What is it now? 3 blinking hours.
It's got a 60-minute queue already and we're not even in the line yet. It's going to be a wait, but at least we're towards the front. It was worth waiting. Let's hope it still lives up to the same hype as last year. So there's only 45 minutes left of the park's day, and we're only now getting into Hyperia. There's already so many people in the ride access line and fast track, so I'm not sure how we're going to end up how long we'll wait in the actual queue.
I'll tell you what they were good at though, security made sure that nobody's pushing it.
Yeah, that's so true. Bit more of the landscaping, looking very smart.
Really good.
Yeah, really good. The first train with riders on, full so we're in the queue and it still stretches all the way past Burger King. It has been a leap of faith waiting today, that's for sure. Finally going on then. How long did we wait since the ride opened?
Oh my god, hours and hours, over 3 hours, so very excited.
Forever, but we finally got back on Hyperia and it was so good.
Hours and hours, and it's now 4:30, with only half an hour to go before the park actually shuts.
But it was so worth the wait.
It was like 3 hours long, but so worth it, wasn't it?
We literally, I thought they were going to say it's post.
I know.
I got so paused. Yeah, it was worth the wait, like 100%. We waited all winter, you know, we were talking about how long we waited, but as we were coming back into the station, I turned to Ben and was like, we waited 4 or 5 months since October to get back on the ride.
We thought it was like a virtual queue stand outside because we could go to the shops, go to the toilet, and then inside we only waited 10 minutes, so it was fantastic.
Yeah, so Hyperia, it's good to be back.
Just done Rush, Vortex and Quantum all in quick succession there after coming off Hyperia, and all of them were absolutely fantastic. We call it Flat Ride Corner basically because that's where they all are here in Thorpe Park, which is very easy to do, and we just love flat rides, so very good way to end the day. So we're going to head towards the exit now because after waiting in that very long Hyperia queue, we are done.
What a day it has been. It has been a roller coaster a day.
It really has. Like, we've been waiting for hours for Hyperia. Some of the rides really did go down today, so they had a tough day, didn't they, to say the least?
Yeah, but what we did got home, we really enjoyed it, especially at the end there, getting to go back on Hyperia.
Yeah, and it was actually nice going back on things like The Walking Dead and everything.
Yeah, and then to finish the day off with some flat rides as well.
Yeah, like, and also seeing some of that, how should we say, funky merchandise.
Yeah, definitely.
To say the least. But we really hope that you've enjoyed your day with us today at Thorpe Park. It's definitely worth a visit now here down to the island. There's so much to see and do. Hyperia absolutely flawless still, so do make sure you come and check it out. And if you've enjoyed our video, please do remember to like, subscribe to find us on the tracks.
And we'll see you guys again soon.
See you guys.